Hi students, and welcome to week 2 in your summer online general psychology class. I hope that week 1 treated you well and you're figuring out how to best navigate the course and your time management and how much time it will take you each week to get the assignments taken care of. So let's look at what we have for this week. This week we will be covering chapters 4, 5, 6, and 7. Chapter 4 is over sensation and perception. So this will introduce you into the way that raw stimuli comes in through our sensory systems, and then which is the sensation part. And then the perception part of it is how our brain processes and makes sense of that raw sensory data. So you will have, let's see, these 3 assignments in Connect and your post-test in Connect, and those are the chapter 4 assignments. Just a couple of things. First, some of you reached out. I know there were a couple assignments. I'm so sorry. Sometimes when I delete them out, they repopulate. So anytime something seems off or amiss or not working for you, I hope that you will reach out to me. So I really do apologize. I'm hoping this week I've checked it. I've triple checked it. I have gone through it, that there are no old assignments that want to pop in for you. So again, those are the chapter 4 assignments. Chapter 5 is on the states of consciousness. Now this chapter is usually of particular interest to students because not only do you study in this chapter the difference between consciousness and unconsciousness, you look at altered states of consciousness. So it will take you through the stages of sleep, dreaming, and then the end of the chapter looks at altered states of consciousness due to things like hypnosis or drug-induced or alcohol-induced states. So it's a usually lots of questions about this chapter and learning of things that you may not have known about things you do every day, or I hope you're sleeping every day. So for this chapter, you have these 2 assignments that are in Connect: stages of sleep, the meaning of dreams, and then your chapter 5 post-test. So far, all your assignments are multiple choice type of assignments. You know, just a few questions on the regular assignments, and then of course the chapter quizzes are always about the same amount of questions. So this should all be familiar to you. And then chapter 6, you will explore different theories on learning. So classical conditioning, the famous Ivan Pavlov study with his salivating dogs. You'll look at operant conditioning, which is our reward and punishment, and then a few other theories on learning, such as observational learning or you know, societal type of learning theories. So you do have 1 Connect assignment on schedules of reinforcement. And then you do have, and this is really your only writing assignment for the week, is an analysis of a research article. So I'm going to come back to this in just a little bit here. And then chapter 6, shaping assignment and the post-test, okay? So 2 assignments in Connect, your writing assignment, which I'm going to come back to, and then the post-test. And then your last chapter for the week is on memory. So you'll really kind of see that, you know, you've studied the brain in a couple different capacities up to this point through the different chapters. You've looked at learning. Now, how do we consolidate that learning into our memory? So, and for this, you have 2 Connect assignments: why having fun makes you forgetful, and 1 on working memory, and then your chapter 7 post-test. So again, most assignments in Connect, with the exception of this analysis research article. So I want to just cover this with you so that you feel good about doing this assignment. I also want to point out before I click on it that there is an example that one of my students has done in past semesters that did very well on this assignment. I think it's always helpful to have your eyes on what the finished product should look like. So check out that example. So let's go into this, again, only writing assignment that you have for the week. All the others live in Connect and are multiple choice. So I do have a video that will explain this further, but while I was doing this video, I just want to make sure that I talked about it. So this will meet your student learning outcome number 4. You get to, for this one, you're going to use the SAC library and you're all going to study and read the same article. Now, if you don't go through the SAC database, if you just Google this article or just try to, and I have the link on here, but I will tell you that oftentimes just going to the link isn't going to put you through the library because you actually have to log into the library. But I just wanted to provide the URL citation if to double check and get your eyes on it. Am I looking at the right article? So again, I repeat, you're not finding your own article. We are all doing this article on help seeking and coping behaviors among Asian Americans. So the directions are here. If it's the first time that you are remotely accessing the SAC library, it probably will prompt you for the first time to put in your ACES user name and password. The library is locked down only for SAC students. It's part of your tuition is having access to the library. And so it's really important that you log into the library and don't try to find this article on your own. If you do that, you are probably going to end on a site that is asking you to pay a fee for this article, and that's not what I want you to do. You've already paid the fee, as I mentioned, in your tuition and fees, so you have access for the library. The SAC library has paid for this article for us to use. So again, this video will explain that further. You're going to summarize. So every peer-reviewed article in APA format is written in the same way. It's going to have the same sections of research and the purpose of the study, the results, etc. So I'm wanting you to become familiar with what an APA peer-reviewed article looks like. So the first part, and really you're paraphrasing, you're answering the question that I have given to you, and you're paraphrasing from what you've learned from the article. When you are analyzing an article, you don't have to do, there will be a question where I'm asking you your thoughts on the article, but for the most part, you're just reiterating what you read in the article. So what was the background of the research that the authors did? And you'll see that in the article. That's why I want us all to do the same article, because I know the answers to these questions are in there. What was the purpose of their study? So what did you learn why they're researching this topic? Then how did they set it up? That's always your methods. What kind of participant numbers did they use? What were the variables, etc.? And then the results, what were the findings? The discussion, why were the findings important? And then this is the one where you're critiquing it. So use APA format. You're learning APA format. I know that. I know for many of you, this is the first time that you will look at APA and use APA. I don't expect you to be an expert. I don't expect you to have it down perfect. I'm really wanting this to be a learning process. So don't get so, you know, frustrated or nervous or worried about the APA part of this assignment. Just really work on it. I'm not going to deduct a lot of points if you don't get it right. I know you're learning. I know this might be your introduction to APA format. So I want the chance to correct those so that you learn from them, but not necessarily count off, you know, you're not going to fail this just because of the APA part of it. I'm really looking at your answers to these questions that I'm asking. But don't forget to always provide the citation in APA format. And there's a lot of resources in the Getting Started module. The website from Purdue University, some of you may be familiar with it. It's OWL Purdue, OWL, and that stands for Online Writing Lab. It's a free website. You can use that for your APA format. But really, you know, what needs to be in APA format is the reference for the article that you read. Hint, hint. Hint, hint. if you're getting me up here, everything you need is right there for your APA format. So watch this video for a little further explanation. If you have any questions, you're worried about anything, please reach out to me. Again, you need to access this article logging into the SAC library. So I'm going to show you that very quickly here. I believe I do it in your video also, but and you have the directions for it, but I wanted you to just see it done. So go to the SAC webpage. You're not in Canvas. You're not in Connect at this point. You're just at, I always go to www.alamo.edu, and you can do the backslashes and go to SAC, or you can go to the district homepage, and it will work there. So type in library. Of course, I already have it here. After you have that in there, you'll need to hit the magnifying glass for the search to start. And I'm sorry, I need to do an update on my computer, so it's not running fast right now. And then it's, for me, it's always been, for all these years, the second link. If you click on that, it will take you into the SAC library here. Now, if you, for my class, for other classes, this online feature of Ask a Librarian can be very, very helpful. But what you'll want to do is just scroll down a little bit and go to this discovery search. And this is where it's going to look different, because I log into this library several times a day, almost every single day. It is not prompting me, but this is where it might prompt you, if you've not done it before, to put in your ACES credentials. And once you do that, you should have access just like me. And so I could put in the author's name, I could put in the title, you know, there's a lot of different ways. Trying to make it a little difficult so that it's still making you do figure out how to use this database, so I'm not giving away all the hints right here. But whatever you use, the title or the citation or what have you, and then you'll go through and find the article, and just know you can you know, limit things over here. Make sure you're kind of looking at all the things that you have over here, and then find that article. So I hope this helps. Watch the video. Have a great week learning about sensation and perception, states of consciousness, which is going to have the sleep and the dreaming in there, learning and memory. So 4 chapters, assignments for each. I just went through. Remember, you're staying in the Canvas module, clicking next. That will take you to the next item in the module. And stay cool. It is, my thermometer says it's 107 right now. So stay cool. I just came in from outside too, so I'm warm, but I wanted to get this video done so you'd have it first thing Monday morning. And reach out to me. I really enjoyed getting to know you a little bit better this week, reading through your questionnaires and your discussion post as you introduced yourself to the class. You're doing a great job. Keep up the great work, and I'm here for you if you have any questions. Take care, everybody.